I don't want sweet, Mills. We're gonna fuck hard. Then I'll give you sweet. Right now, fucking kiss. Me.
Whoa. Language. What kind of poetry slam is this? Thought we were talking about that sports book coach. You know, leadership, half-time speeches, maybe some light locker room banter.
For the Last Time, Coached by Devney Perry is a romance novel, not a biography of Vince Lombardi. And that quote, regrettably, encapsulates the nuns we're dealing with today.
Romance. The cover has some dude who looks like he eats gravel for breakfast. And fuck hard sounds more like a threat than pillow talk. This author, Perry, does she have issues? Maybe needs a good therapist, like you. Oh, wait. You'd probably just tell her Ford's actions stem from unresolved Oedipal conflicts.
While a psychodynamic analysis of Ford Ellis is tempting, let's focus. The premise: Ford ghosts our heroine, Millie, for 10 years after knocking up her college nemesis, Sienna. Then he reappears as her boss and expects, well, that.
10 years. He ghosted her for a decade. That ain't ghosting. That's a full-on paranormal witness protection program. And he married the enemy? Sienna. What kind of name is Sienna anyway? Sounds like a crayon color nobody uses. This Ford guy. He's not a coach. He's a grade A, prime cut asshole.
An astute observation, albeit crudely phrased. Reviewers seem label him a pathetic excuse of a man. Others find his later pursuit sewer-worthy. Apparently, fatherhood and divorce have sanded down his rougher edges.
Sanded down? He needed a belt sander taken to his entire personality. He ditches her for Miss Burnt Orange Crayon. Ignores her for the lifespan of a small dog. Then shows up like, "Hey babe, remember me? The guy who ripped your heart out and stomped on it. Want to grab coffee? And Millie? What's her deal?"
Millie Cunningham, the assistant athletic director. Loyal, apparently possessing the forgiveness capacity of a saint, or the spine of a jellyfish, depending on your perspective. She pines for him the entire 10 years.
A jellyfish. Exactly. My neighbor Brenda. Her husband ran off with the Tupperware lady. Came back 6 months. Later smelling of plastic containers and regret. Brenda took him back, said he. Found himself elbow. Deep in modular mates is what he found. Millie sounds like Brenda, but with worse taste in men. 10 years. Did she date anyone else? Or just sit there polishing his old football helmet?
The text suggests she dated. But Ford remained the benchmark against which all others failed. It's a problematic depiction of female agency, frankly. She seems defined solely by her relationship, or lack thereof, with Ford.
Problematic? It's nuts. And this Sienna Broad, the ex-wife. She cheated on him, right? Repeatedly? So Ford marries the mean girl who treats him like dirt, instead of the nice girl who actually liked him. Make it make sense. Was he just thinking with his, dipstick?
Ford himself admits, quote, "Chalk it up to stupid guy too busy thinking with his dick," end quote. So, yes, though I suspect deeper issues of self-worth and perhaps a fear of genuine intimacy were at play during his initial rejection of Millie.
Deeper issues. He saw hotter, sexier, more beautiful, according to one reviewer, anyway, and jumped ship. It ain't rocket science. It's Guy Brain 101. So, the book. Is it just these two idiots making goo-goo eyes across the office while pretending HR doesn't exist?
There's a significant amount of workplace tension. Yes, the no-fraternization policy adds a layer of supposed forbidden thrill. They engage in clandestine meeting office makeout sessions. It's all very unprofessional.
Unprofessional? It's Tuesday. But is it good? Like, Are we talking page turner? Or page turn it into the fireplace? I saw reviews calling it perfection, and others saying they wanted to throw it across the room.
The dichotomy is stark. One 5-star review gushes. Ford is everything, the ultimate book boyfriend, while a 1-star screed declares, I can't read this mess, it gives me secondhand embarrassment. Someone even hated Ford's possessive. My Millie, said it sounded like a dolphin.
Dolphin. Flipper wants his girl back. See, that's funny. But seriously, 10 years, no apology tour, no grand gesture. Just kiss me. We're gonna bang.
There is groveling, but many readers found it insufficient for the decade of silence. Millie's capitulation is swift. One particularly contentious moment involves Millie saying, You have to stop kissing me, and Ford replying simply, No.
He just says, no, and keeps kissing. Hold up. That ain't romantic. That's a restraining order waiting to happen. This guy sounds worse than Captain Ahab. And you know how I feel about that peg-legged weirdo.
We are not discussing Moby Dick. And yes, that moment raised significant consent concerns for several readers. Yet others interpreted it as Ford demonstrating his renewed passion, his refusal to let her push him away this time.
Passion. Or just being a pushy jerk who doesn't listen. Tomato. Tomato. So, wait. He ghosts her. Marries her enemy. Ignores her for a decade. Becomes her boss. Ignores her saying, stop. And still gets the girl. Is this supposed to be a feel-good story? Feels more like a hostage situation.
It's marketed as a low-angst second-chance romance. The focus is on the rekindling, the chemistry, the single dad sweetness with his daughter, Joey.
Oh yeah. The kid. Convenient plot device to make Ford seem sensitive, right? Look, he likes kids. He can't be that bad. Forget the emotional terrorism he inflicted on the kid's godmother. Okay? Final verdict time before my brain melts.
Very well. Considering the questionable relationship dynamics, the dubious workplace ethics, and the potential normalization of poor male behavior, I give Coach 2 out of 10 therapy referrals. It functions as escapism, but the foundation is troubling.
Troubling. It's a dumpster fire of bad choices. But that dolphin quote was pretty good. All right. I give it 6 out of 10 beers. Ford probably owes Millie for making her wait a decade. Yeah. A 6-pack of apologies. He's still a bum, though. Don't write in.
Unbelievable.
All right, folks. That is all the time we have got for today's literary train wreck. Tune in next week when we tackle Gary the Sentient Garage Door Opener Finds Love. Sounds riveting.
This is Dr. Eleanor Vance.
And Big Sal DeMarco.
You are listening to Heart Book Radio.